up with it?
What's up with it? It's your girl Jezzy Rose, and you are now tuned into the Woods Tea Podcast. My name is Jezzy Rose, and I will be your host. Thank you guys so much for listening this week. If you are listening via YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are listening via AudioMac or SoundCloud, don't forget to give us a like and a follow. Guys, without further ado, let's get straight into the tea.
I'm ready to answer the tea. What is the tea?
Okay guys, so the first story or topic that I have here is about Rupert. As you know, in my last video we did cover that he was facing some health issues, and the Bahamas Times posted a few days ago. They said Robert's healing in hospital. SuperValue owner Rupert Roberts has reassured customers of his 13-store grocery chain and the Bahamian public, "I am really on the road to recovery." So here is a picture of him. I'm not sure who the lady is in the photo. But it's just showing, that he's in good spirits. And, the last episode I did say, to pray for him and everything like that. So I'm just so happy to see that he's doing well. And I just wanted to follow up on that. The next story that we have here, it comes from Our News Bahamas. It says a Bahamian mom and her young daughter found themselves sheltering at home in Dubai this weekend as missile interceptions lit up the sky following U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran. So if you guys don't know, there is a war currently going on, I believe, between Iran, Israeli, and the U.S. and she is currently stuck. I'll play the news clips for you.
For Tanaz Cunningham, a Bahamian business owner living in the United Arab Emirates, it hit close to home. Cunningham tells me her husband, Captain Jeffrey Bethel Jr., a pilot with Fly Dubai, is currently in Tanzania. After what was supposed to be a 24-hour layover stretched into something much longer, as flights across the region were delayed or rerouted.
I was scared of the loud noises because they were coming in so unexpectedly, maybe every 30 minutes to an hour. So that's it. So, if you're just chilling on a couch or laying in your bed and you hear boom, and, you just do a little pitch. But otherwise, we're good. The last loud noise I heard was yesterday around 2 p.m. and it's now 7:09 p.m. Just me and my daughter here. He went on a 24-hour layover, I think, Thursday or Friday. I think Friday. So that was supposed to have been a 24-hour layover, now turning into a 72 or maybe a little more. Some information coming in now that they're partially opening the airport for cargo flights, and I think they may resume commercial flights tomorrow, just waiting on the okay.
Yes, I always hope for the safety of everyone, especially that she mentioned it's her and a child. I hope that everything is well. I hope they're safe. I hope that they can get somewhere safe. And, this whole situation is unfortunate because all around the world, a lot of people have stopped traveling just because, flights are being delayed, flights are being canceled. A lot of people have to find where they're going to stay, essentially. And, a lot of times when people are traveling, they're not prepared for to stay at all those days. Not even, I wouldn't even say extra 2-3 days, but weeks, possibly how it could be. But they do say that it's looking up, and hopefully that she'll be able to leave. They say, I think traveling restrictions are soon going to be lifted. But, hopefully all goes well for her and her daughter and her family. And also anyone at this time who was stuck in another country, who was traveling. I just hope everything just goes well so that everyone can just get home to their families and just be safe, So the next story that I want to cover is about this robbery. This just happened literally today. And I thought I should add it just because the way the person is acting is almost as if they're in a movie scene, and I saw some people comment on that, and I just thought I should add it in here. And this is another situation that is unfortunate. When it comes to the crimes and stuff like this, it's very scary because one wrong move, someone could lose their life. These gentlemen came in with armed weapons, and stuff like this is just never, of course, a laughing matter. But I'll play the clip here for you.
Open the door. Hurry up to get 10 fucking seconds. Don't come in the back of that pussy there. Hurry up, boy. Now sit on the side over. If he running there, you fucking there. Tell them all in the back there. One, right? One more person, right? How many people in the back there? One. One in the back. One. Stay on. Hold on. Fucking stay on. Anything wrong? You're fucking dead. You hear me? Take your phone out your pocket.
It's true.
Where the fuck you throw your phone?
Oh, but I was on a call. I was on a meeting.
So they left there.
No, I hang up.
Where your phone left? I come the fucking thing down my door. Where the fucking phone?
It's the phone.
Give me that. That's an iPhone?
Yes, iPhone.
Fucking, this can get.
Don't
worry. Take care, anything on there. Don't look at me, face down. Lay down on the ground. Lay down on the fucking ground. Where the cash at this now? Wait, let's say a two. Don't worry about nothing.
Come on.
Let's go. 5 seconds.
What's them with?
4.
Hold on.
3.
What's them?
Let's go. Move it. Let's go.
What's them?
Let's go. If I come at you, I'm fucking anyone, get up. You understand? You hear me?
But yeah, as you see, he took her phone and some other things, and it's just another unfortunate situation. Like I said, I just thought I'd bring some coverage to it, just because, I just sincerely hope that they find these guys and they catch them. These are people's daughters, and in the back, it sounded like another male was in there, people's sons, and it's never, I understand the climate, but it's never okay to rob, I'd sit down and say, get a job or work at a gas station or something before you come in people's business, especially as a business owner myself now. A lot of times most times we bust our hips, bust our behinds to put forward a business, and people just want to come and take from you what they didn't put in. Running a business is a lot of late nights, and it's a lot of different things that go into it, just for some people to come and feel entitled just to bust into your business and take whatever they feel like they need to take. The next story that I have here comes from the Tribune News Network. It says, jet ski operators banned from riding with guests. Jet ski operators are now barred from riding with guests under new maritime regulations designed to curb misconduct and tighten safety oversight in the Bahamas water sports industry. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this. I will play a clip here of a guest who traveled to the Bahamas and just some of what they say, and they pretty much were warning other people about, the jet skis.
Hey everyone, Joanne here. So I want to bring an updated travel advisory to your attention regarding the Bahamas, and this has to do with rapes that have happened with people renting jet skis. In the last month alone, 2 women have reported being raped while renting or using jet skis in the Bahamas. In addition, 4 women had reported that in 2024. In addition to the rapes, there's also been reports of sexual assault. And in addition to the rapes, there's also been some injuries, 4 within the month, where 2 were severe enough where the people who were injured in these jet skiing accidents had to be transported back to the United States. So the U.S. Embassy put out this warning and asked American citizens to avoid renting jet skis in the Bahamas. They've also asked for American citizens to be more vigilant when they are traveling, especially around if they're using public restrooms in the Bahamas. So this is some of the things that have come out. I'm going to put the link to the story in the caption so you can take a look and read it as well. So if you are going to the Bahamas, I know right now everyone is in spring break mode and probably there right now. So if you know anyone there, you're going to want to share this with them and ask them to refrain from renting jet skis. If you want to rent a jet ski, do it through the hotel. Just make sure it's a sanctioned, licensed company that has a clean track record. Do not, I repeat, not rent these jet skis from some fly-by-night guy that you find in the street or the airport. There's my words of wisdom. Follow me for more. Take care and have a good day. Bye.
So yeah, as you listen in the clip, it was just them warning. And I would like to say, I remember when Ekane, I don't know if you know who Ekane is, but she is a popular social media person. I was trying to find the clip, or when she was talking about her experience in the Bahamas on the jet skis, how they take the girls far out and, try to, get with them essentially. And it was just this is something that I've always heard about, and it's unfortunate because a lot of times guests come to the Bahamas and they genuinely want to experience and have fun, and they shouldn't be pressured or shouldn't be uncomfortable or shouldn't have to worry about being assaulted or anything like that. It's just never a good situation. But I'm happy that they decided to do something about it because I feel like it was getting out of hand. And like I said again, people come to the Bahamas, or even like locals, you just want to ride on a jet ski, you just want to go ahead and have fun. And tourism is our number one industry. And stuff like this can really damage that, and it's not a good look for the Bahamas overall, because now you have people saying, oh, when you come to the Bahamas, this is what can happen, and it just overall was not a good look. And like I say, tourism is our number one industry. We don't want to damage that. Now the last story that we have here that is a popular story that is causing a lot of outrage is about a prison officer or prison officers who decided to unalive a animal. I will play the clip here. I might have to blur pieces of it because it does show some disturbing imagery.
Yes. By the ass one. You boy, you could be on live, but he ain't even enter that. Look here. There. I get that one live, nigga kill the dog, but never.
Now, this is something that's causing a lot of outrage. Someone said the prison officer responsible for brandishing her service firearm and unaliving the dog on Soldier Road must be held accountable. That video has remained on my mind since I saw it, and it struck me as far more than just a uniformed officer unaliving an animal. The ease with which the dog's life was taken in broad daylight with a service weapon entrusted to someone sworn to uphold the law. If it was that easy to pull a trigger on an animal, what would that kind of unchecked authority mean in other circumstances? This is what made the video extremely terrible. And just to keep walking, you should be ashamed of yourself, goes to show what people would do when they think no one is watching. Bahamas Humane Society, don't let the situation go. The Bahamas Humane Society also shared it and said, the same video, they said, disturbing footage from the Bahamas. Officer unalives dog on the roadside. Accountability and humane training are urgently needed. Demand accountability for this dog who was unalived in Nassau. And then someone shared it and said hours later the dog still lies there unalived. The prisoner officers didn't even bother to inquire about the owners. Now, for me personally, when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh. Just because, number one, the dog didn't attack their dog. The dog didn't come to them. I mean, the dog are barking, but the dog is also on the owner's property. They didn't come off the property at any time. They didn't run up to the officers or anything. So I was kind of confused as to why they unalived the dog. And this is a common thing that is in the Bahamas, where you see people of authority or people who have some authority. They just go around, doing anything. And like that person said, they easily just unalived the dog and continued on with their day. Unalived the dog pretty much for no reason. And it was just distasteful. They didn't come to check to see whose family, nothing, no consideration whatsoever. Not even coming to check with the family, of the people, hey, the dog ran up on us. That's someone's animal on someone's property. And yeah, it's unfortunate. And thankfully, that person was recording because, in a lot of instances, no one's recording to see those kinds of things. But in this instance, thankfully, it was recorded and they did post it. And like I said, a lot of people are outraged. It is distasteful. And it's just a bad look for, officers in general. And I just hope, honestly, they get the matter sorted out and they deal with whoever that person is, because I don't feel like that should just go under the rug. I think genuinely they should deal with it and make an example. Otherwise, it's probably going to keep happening. Who knows? Like I say, that's the one that this person ended up recording and posting. We don't know otherwise what happened. And then the fact that they just did it and continued on about their day, who knows how many times they would have done it. The other officers didn't even bother to say anything. It's just oh, this is something that's common. And that's why I feel like they need to do something about it in order to stop it, because we can't just have that continuing on. But yes, guys, that's all the news that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for listening. The song of the day is I Don't Know You by Bahamian artist B7. Ayre. I hope I'm pronouncing their name right, but guys, go check it out. I will leave the link listed below. And thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. I will catch you guys next week.
What's up with it?